Good morning. We are in the Dallas area, and what I have mapped out so far, let's start up here in the left-hand corner. We're going to use the Daher as German, and most people refer to this airplane as the TBM. Only this flight simulator calls it a Daher. I don't know why they can't call it a TBM, but it's a fabulous airplane. If you went out and bought one today, I think it'd carry eight, maybe as many as 10 people, and it cruises in the lower altitudes at 250 plus, and probably up in the thin air where it flies the best at 20,000 feet. Might get along at a little over 300 miles an hour, pressurized. And it would go out the door today, probably 6 million, maybe 7 million. And I think they're up to the 950. I don't know exactly how many seats you get in that and what the payload is, but it's a fun airplane to fly on the simulator. And I never flew. I ended up with 5,000 hours. Probably got another I got 500 hours on this simulator. Anyway, they stopped logging me after a while. They lost my hours, but I'm too old to worry about that. So it's 5,000-6,000 hours I have. I had quite a bit of experience. I became a flight instructor, instrument multi-engine rated, but I never flew a turboprop. All information which really doesn't matter very much. I'm not flying a real airplane now, but having that knowledge helps you get around on this thing, and I feel like I have actually gone somewhere. This flight simulator of Microsoft came out in 2020, August of 2020. I got it. So I say it got me through COVID, got me through the lockdown. I went all over the world during the lockdown and never left my house. So here we go. We're going to take off from over here, Meacham Field, Meacham, and we fly right by AT&T Stadium, and that's where the Cowboys play. That's their home, and also home of the Cotton Bowl. So you'll see that. Even I got to set the daylight, so we're going to take off at 6:30, and then we'll see the dawn. And as we fly east, of course, we'll see the reddish sky out on the horizon, which is fun. But I still call it the night/dawn patrol of Dallas. And I had a request. Somebody wanted to see Dallas. I'm not as familiar with Dallas as I am by a long shot as I am with the Bay Area, where I flew a whole bunch in California, so especially out of the Bay Area. We don't have to get into all of that. So here we go. Out of there, we're going to fly down past the stadium and land down here at the executive terminal, general aviation terminal, south of town. It's got a Dallas designation, and I sometimes can pull that up, but we won't worry about that right now. And Cockrell Hill, I've never heard of that, but it's just south of Cockrell Hill. Then we're going to go up past downtown Dallas. It says Dallas over here, but downtown Dallas is 6 miles here from the airport, and that's Love Field, and it says Love Field right there. And so we'll fly over downtown and come land, probably touch and go off of this runway, touch and go off of runway 13, and then we'll head west for we'll go straight out and come around and land on runway 17. I think they'll give us 17 to land here, and they give us this runway over here. it seems like we're way far away from the terminal, which is fine for this drill. So here we go. We're doing the Dallas night dawn tour, and runway 13. That's what we're going to go into down here, and then we're on our own after that for downtown Love Field and getting over to Dallas Fort Worth, the new airport. And I'll chat as I go along. So here we go. We want to fly. And a little time here to boot up. Sometimes they talk about the airplane we're looking at, but I don't know what that is. Let's call it a SPAD, World War I aircraft. It's got probably not a SPAD because it's got looks like American markings on it. So what it is exactly, I'm not a real nut about
Meacham
the
Tower Daher 527
World
Bravo
War I
Charlie
aircraft.
ready at runway 9er departure to the east.
And here we are at Fort Worth, Meacham Field. And we'll move this over one so we can get here, and we're going to crank in we don't want that, we want the heading. So we're going to fly 104. We'll just move the green line over parallel. There it is. It's a little over 100 degrees, and we'll follow that. We'll go ahead and use that heading. Click that on, then we click the autopilot on, and we just want to go up to 2,000 feet. So we're gonna raise the altitude here to the right to 2,000 feet. So it'll hold the altitude for me. I don't have to pay attention and fly the airplane while I'm talking. I'm getting, at my age, I'm not a great multitasker anymore. So we'll let the autopilot fly the airplane. This designates how many feet per minute we climb, and we're going to climb at about 1,800 feet a minute. That's good enough. They're 1,900 feet a minute. So that'll get us up to 2,000 feet in a minute after we take off. And I can see this is daylight, so it keeps kicking out my time. So I want to take off at 6:30, and we'll get 6:35 there, 6:31. There we go. So we hope we won't have to change that again. And we got our taxi lights, and let's look at it from outside here. Yeah, and you can see that the dawn is coming in, and we'll take the brakes off and get going here. Gosh sakes, let's get flying and see the lights at night. Here we go, full power. And it takes, used to just hold the runway heading, but now you have to use the rudder pedals. And there we go. There we go. And we just get the gear up and the flaps up and click on the autopilot. And it's on its own. It's climbing to 2,000 feet. I'll just bring the power back just slightly. And we are eastbound.
7 Bravo Charlie continue for east departure.
And there they confirm we're departing to the east.
Meacham Tower Daher 527 Bravo Charlie continue for east departure.
That's fun. The little communication box up here is kind of fun to show you what the actual communication might sound like. And here we go. We're eastbound. We're heading 106 degrees to the east. And if we brought up that our chart, we would be right on course heading for that Dallas General Aviation Terminal. And here we can move that over. And here we go. And right about in the middle, we're going to see the AT&T. This flies right over the AT&T Stadium, and we do the touch and go here at that. Then we go up here to Love Field. That's that terminal, and then Dallas-Fort Worth is this conglomeration right here.
Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, so we're at 2,000 feet. We're cruising along to 224 knots indicated. Frequency change.
Meacham Tower, Dover 527 Bravo, Charlie, frequency change.
And he said Meacham Tower. That was supposed to be my voice. So here we're hooting along, and we'll look up here toward, and actually, if you go up here, we should see this is probably Dallas-Fort Worth right there, and then you'll see a few numbers downtown. But I think downtown is right over here. It could be right there is downtown. But we'll see once we get there. Yeah, so this is all the conglomeration of transponders that are on up at Dallas-Fort Worth. Is what that indication is. This is, of course, just a single aircraft. And again, and when we get to halfway, we start looking for the stadium. And we can go ahead and turn this off because we're on course, and being on course, it'll take us right over AT&T Stadium. Now we might as well look down in the south. What is down that way? Houston is down that way, but we don't see Houston's lights. And whoever requested, a lady requested in the comments, and she said, "How about Dallas?" Okay, well here we are, doing Dallas. This may be the stadium right there, and then the airport is just after a lake. So I don't see any strobes or any rotating beacon, but we're on course, so I'm not going to worry about that. And possibly somebody could tell you what this freeway is. Looks like a east-west, main east-west, and here comes the stadium. Here comes the stadium. AT&T. I don't have a cheer for. All I can say is go Dallas, go Cowboys. And probably that's the for the basketball. Dallas Mavericks, maybe Maverick Stadium right there. Okay, now we have to start paying attention, but I think we have to cross a lake before we get to the airport we're going to. And it's called the executive airport. So jets and little airplane, little puddle jumpers, what I started out in, little Piper Cubs. Probably not too many Cubs anymore. We're doing okay. And we'll look back where we came from. You can see the rotating beacon back at where we took off from Meacham Field. But I do not see, I just saw something right here. So that's possibly the airport. And 689 feet, that guy could be on the ground. I should have checked my altimeter before I took off. See if this is all around 500-600 feet above sea level here. Probably is. Although that number changed, so maybe he's taxiing around. So we need to start slowing down. I'll bring the power back to about a third. I'm seeing some flashing here. We could talk to them. Let's see here. Nearest airport. So Dallas Executive right there is the closest. We'll give them a call and say touch and go.
Executive Tower Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie is 4 miles west, 2,000 feet with uniform for touch and go.
Generic 7 Tango Alpha contact regional departure on 125.2. Good day. Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie Executive Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 wind calm, make straight in runway 13.
Okay, that's what I was
Daughter 7
expecting.
Bravo Charlie wind calm, clear touch and go left traffic runway 13.
All right.
125.2 for generic 7 Tango Alpha.
Clear touch and go runway 13 Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
Wheels down. Flaps down a notch. There goes a little helicopter past us there. So we need to lose a little altitude. And bring in the other notch of flap, full flap. And we'll come around. And then we'll worry about, I can see the tall buildings downtown there on the left. And we better pay attention to our touch and go. Come back in with just a little power. Keep us at about 80 miles an hour. And the thing that helps you on your approach, angle of approach, your glide slope, are these two little lights on the left. And it's 2 and 2. Two lights, one on top of the other. Two side by side, and they're separated, I don't know by how far, but when you get low, I think the one on top turns red first, and we can be a little high, so we don't have to worry about that. Take the power off. We're at 82 there. See now we're right on the glide slope. When two are red and 2 are white, you're right on. You're right on. And I'm looking at the red lights instead of landing. But I had a good approach speed, so now I'll take a notch of flap off for takeoff flap. We'll look back, we'll give it full power. And away it goes. And we'll get the wheels up. We're going to make a left turn out. And we put the flap up. Now we're hand flying it. Hand flying it. And he'll say goodbye, so we gotta, there, I got my tall buildings. This could be a beltway that we're flying over. I don't know the roads there in Dallas. I've been to Dallas once. I went for a Trans Am race back in the early 70s. I watched Mark Donahue race the Sunoco Camaro. And they got rained out. They didn't race. But we had fun anyway. So now I know a little bit. I've looked at things. The word for Dallas on the map is over in here, but downtown is usually the center, and just 6 miles the other side of downtown is Love Field. So I see some flashing and stuff going on around over there. So just the other side of downtown. And I'm high enough so I can bring back the power. And I didn't hear the guy say bye, so I'll cancel.
Executive Tower Daughter 7 Bravo, Charlie cancel landing intention.
Daughter 7 Bravo, Charlie, your cancellation is received.
Here we go. And then we will get I can see Love Field right now. We're probably going to land on this runway to the left, but we'll fly right over downtown. And we can look around a little, look to the east, see the sun coming up. Those folks from Dallas probably know what the little surrounding areas are called. And then I'm going to call and get a clearance for a touch and go. Dallas Love Field. Power comes back. Call the tower.
Going to 125 decimal, 2 generic 475.
Okay, we're probably going to be the left runway.
FlexJet 55, zero contact ground on 121 decimal 75.
Gear down, flaps down a notch.
Tower Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie is 4 miles southeast, 2,600 feet with Alpha for touch and go.
Daughter 527 Bravo, Charlie Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind calm, make straight in runway tree 1 right.
3-1 right.
Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie, follow the generic on final. Wind calm, caution, the generic landing runway tree 1 left. Clear touch and go left traffic runway tree 1 right.
3-1 right. And all we have to
for FlexJet 550.
all we have to do is know that we're heading 3-1.
Clear touch and go runway tree 1 right Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
So we'll be heading 3-1 on the right. And it's better that we're right because we had to lose some altitude. And we're number 2 following this guy right there flashing in front of us. And we're slowing down. We got full flap down. No, we'll get full flap down. That'll slow us down so we don't run over the guy in front of us. Now we're heading, the runways are magnetic, so we're heading 313, which is, we know we're lined up on the right runway. There's the left, and we're cleared for right traffic, runway 31 right. And we want to keep some speed up.
Delta exit runway when able.
There's our approach slope indicators again on the left side of the runway. We're a little bit high.
Generic 8 Delta Delta, contact ground on 121 decimal 75.
And we're right at 80.
Going to 121
We're right on the glide slope.
Generic 8 Delta Delta.
Here's our landing lights. A little bit of a balloon. There we go. We don't need the lights anymore. Okay, flap up to take off. Full power. And gear up. Flaps up. We can see the buildings downtown. Sunrise. Now we gotta find Dallas Fort Worth, and I see all the transponders over here. So that's Dallas Fort Worth over there. The blue lights are all taxi lights, so that is an indication that it's a runway. Traffic and lighting gives you a key. So anyway, we'll look to the north, and we'll look to the south, and we can look back at downtown, Love Field, sunrise. We're high enough, so power back to 50%, and we're gonna call Dallas Fort Worth.
Tower Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie, cancel landing intention.
Daughter 7 Bravo, Charlie, your cancellation is received.
Dallas Love Field, Dallas Fort Worth, DFW. DFW Tower. And we're going to do a full stop there.
DFW Tower Daughter 527 Bravo Charlie is 8 miles east, 2,000 feet with whiskey to land.
Daughter 527, Bravo Charlie DFW Tower. Altimeter 29.902 wind calm, make left base runway 17 left.
Okay.
Enter left base runway 17 left Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
So 17, so we'll be heading 170 when we're on final. And you can see we have to make a little more than a 90-degree turn to the left. 90 degrees, we would be landing on runway 21 if we were lined up. But we have to get on around to 15, 16, 17. 18 is south, of course. So we have to be heading 170. And we'll start coming around, start losing some altitude. We've lost some speed. There's another lake that I don't know the name of. And we'll look back toward Love Field and downtown. I
Daughter
think
7,
I just...
Bravo Charlie, number 2, for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm clear to land runway 17 left.
Clear to land runway 17 left number 2 Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
Possibly I see the left wing light right there. Could be. He's at 1,400 feet. And I think I see runway 17 coming into view right there. We can turn, put the wheels down, put a notch of flap down, keep the power down. And we got to make sure we don't have a runway to our left. No, that's the airport. You can see the entire airport. And we'll get directly behind. So we're still a little fast, so we got to bring the power back. Our altitude is about right. I see one of the visual approach, one is red and one is white, so we're right on the glide slope. If they were both red, we would be too low. And now we're starting to see the main runways, and the main terminal is right in the middle. So two runways there, and then there's one that goes off here. There's 7 runways. This is kind of off to the left. Oh, whoa. So we'll get it slowed down here. That's why that's why you got it
American
slow
2626, turn next taxiway.
slowed down here.
American 2054, go around.
That may be him. Yeah, 2054.
DFW Tower, Brickyard
See
Tree,
2054?
611 miles,
She
north
made
inbound
him go
ILS
around.
runway,
Of course,
17
he's
left
not
approach.
real either. I thought
Brickyard Tree 536,
the traffic was
DFW
real
Tower.
time, but
Altimeter
it's not.
29.902,
But she made him go
wind
around
calm,
so we
cleared
could
ILS
so we
runway,
could land.
17 left approach.
Sometimes they say for
Daughter 7, Bravo
hey,
Charlie, go around.
yeah.
American 2626,
we
contact
put the
ground
gear
on
up and the flaps up,
129.825.
full power.
Going around American
So-
2054. Cleared ILS runway 17, left approach Brickyard Tree
So you get
536.
you get a go
American
around.
2054, contact regional approach on 125.2. Good day.
Once we get to the end of the runway, we can make our left turn to go on our downwind. And we don't need to get much higher than this.
129.825 American
Then we'll go ahead and
2626.
start our crosswind. And that 2054 just, he's probably got to
Going
go
to
around
125,
for an
decimal 2
instrument
American
approach.
2054.
He's probably flying instruments. So I'm going to come back on the power because we're going to be going downwind for runway 17. So we'll be heading north, and they'll call us when we're abeam of the landing area. Oh,
Daughter 7, Bravo Charlie, did you hear my last transmission? Brickyard Tree 536, wind calm, clear to land runway 17 left. to land runway 17, left Brickyard Tree 536.
So we'll take a look here.
Daughter 7, Bravo Charlie, did you hear my last transmission?
Let's see. I better say no at this point. Say again.
DFW Tower, Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie, say again please.
Daughter 7, Bravo Charlie, go around.
Yeah, we did.
Going around Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
Yeah.
Daughter
There.
7, Bravo Charlie, follow the generic on final. Wind calm clear to land runway 17 left.
Okay.
Clear to land runway 17 left Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie.
Well, let's see if we see him here. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, gear down, flaps down, full. As we keep going around, the sun will be up. It will no longer be a dawn patrol. Get in behind so we can see what we're doing. And the airliner's going 150. We're going under 100. So he'll get down and off by the time we get there. And if he doesn't, they'll make us go around again. Come up with a little power. And put the landing lights on. And we've got one red light. Little different visual approach. The four white lights are side by side. So 2 red and 2 white, we're right on the glide slope.
Brickyard Tree 5 Tree, 6 exit runway when able. Daughter 7, Bravo Charlie, go around.
I'm not going around this time. Because I'm really not here. Most people don't want to watch. You've seen the go around already. So we'll just go ahead.
Daughter 7 Bravo Charlie, acknowledge last transmission.
Put
Brickyard Tree 5 Tree, 6 contact ground on 131.0.
Put the flaps up, and we'll just get off the runway here. So if somebody else is coming,
131.0 Brickyard Tree 536.
that's enough. That's enough. So at least she won't chew us out for. So we'll go to ground, and we'll off her frequency. And I don't know what this is. This could be just a cow path out here, but it's definitely not a taxiway.
American 1324, hold
But
position, caution,
at least
other traffic.
we'll look around. We can look around the airport from over here, which I always find is interesting. Once you get on the ground while you're shutting down the engine.
Hold position, American 1324.
So on this large airport, it would take forever to get taxi to wherever you would park. Look at how far away we are from the terminal. Look at all the airplanes on this field. It's just a huge field. And that's your Dallas tour. And we'll have to have them bring us out sandwiches and hot drinks while we wait for the ground services to tow us to where we belong. Anyway, thanks for flying along, and we'll see you next time. That's the Nightlight Dawn Patrol at in the Dallas area. Thanks for riding along. Take care.